Manam students face dilemma. Calls for better rehabilitation for detainees. Students aim to represent PNG at the Pacific Games.
This is National EMTV News with Meriba Tulo.
Good evening and welcome to Sunday's News. Thanks for joining us. The 2015 academic year has commenced, but children from Manam Island in Medang province are still struggling. It has been 10 years since they resettled on mainland Bogia after the Manam volcano eruptions in 2004. With little government assistance, Manam students attending universities and colleges are facing a school fee dilemma.
For 11 years, Manam Islanders have been living in care centers on mainland Bogia. The volcanic eruption in 2004 destroyed their island, as left them fending for survival at Mangam, Asuramba and Portstam plantations.
And the experts have said that you cannot resettle the Manam Islanders back on the island because volcanological evidence or activity on the island does not remain dormant for up to 40 years.
Manam students attending universities, colleges and private institutions have been burdened with school fees for 11 years now. Parents are concerned that many of their children were turned back to the village and are engaged in unwanted behaviors.
Where for the past 10 years people have been problem on time.
Last November, the Medang provincial government presented the Manam Restoration Act to Chief Secretary Sir Manasupe Jurenok to be tabled in Parliament this year.
Now by the Chief Secretary Sir Manasupe Jurenok that would like to see that take place first reading in the first Parliament session in February 2015, and we'd like to see that happen.
For the islanders, they want the act to be passed, hoping to resettle in a new location. Quinten Alomp, National EMTV News.
People's National Congress Party leader and Prime Minister Peter O'Neill has clarified Sumka MP Ken Fairweather's stance as a member of his party. Mr. O'Neill was responding to questions from the media as to whether Mr. Fairweather was still a member of PNC. Fabian Hakalitz reports.
Ken Fairweather is the Sumkar MP in Medang province and a member of the People's National Congress Party since the 2012 national elections with 9,624 votes. He was first elected in 2007 as an independent candidate. Mr. O'Neill said that the Sumkar MP was voted as a member of his party but hasn't been actively involved in their activities. Since day one, Fairweather has been at the opposition bench.
He's got voted in as member of PNC party, but he's never been actively involved in PNC party's activities. We respect that.
While Fairweather claims to be an opposition, the People's National Congress Party hasn't received any formal resignation letter of his move.
We have yet to receive a formal letter of resignation from him.
According to earlier media reports, Fairweather was furious with the O'Neill-Dion government with issues on several projects like the controversial seabed mining. Fairweather also expressed his anger about rumors of his move to the opposition bench. He stated still in the government of Prime Minister Peter O'Neill, still with People's National Congress, and will advise of his move. Fabian Hakalitz, National EMTV News.
Vanimo Green MP Belden Nama has put his hand up to contest for the position of Sundown Governor. The governor's seat was left vacant after the incumbent governor, Amkat Mai, was ousted through an election petition. It has since been 2 years and Mr. Nama feels it is an opportunity to serve the people of Sundown as their governor.
And because I'm doing nothing, I got no engagement at the national level. I thought that it might be an opportunity for me to serve the people of Sundown by being their governor. Yes, the answer is yes. I put my hand up to be governor for Sundown.
You're watching National EMTV News. We'll have more stories for you after the break. Welcome back to the news. Rehabilitation programs for inmates in correctional service institutions around the country must be given priority. Bomana Correctional Service Institute Commander Kidi Keko says prisoners' rehabilitation is vital, adding that from experience, rehabilitation programs have been successful.
Commander Keko says the rehabilitation of prisoners is important in prisons. He says religious gatherings have been proven successful in restoring faith, trust, and normalcy to prisoners. During the CS dedication service earlier this week, held at Bomana Prison outside Port Moresby, Commander Keko said religious meetings with the prisoners have been proven successful in rehabilitating inmates.
I'm sure Commissioner headquarters can make him possible training programs and other areas avenues long. Me plan make him this a difference.
Over the years, prisoners' rehabilitation program has gained higher grounds. Inmates are attending colleges, vocational trainings, and courses outside the prison. Their success stories are impressive, but the challenge is on the CS management and the government to fully fund the rehabilitation programs to boost inmates' self-esteem. Correctional Service Commissioner Michael Waipo urged his officers and inmates to be dedicated to their duties.
All workman, we have to stand up and be counted now. You don't have avoid and run, do the ordinary things we are doing before. I'm not. Or subject law here or Kalabus law here can look on them. Oh, yes, true. That's an example, me like behind him law. Unless we change, they will not follow us. They will follow the wrong things that we are doing now.
Quinten Alom, National EMTV News.
The family of Goilala MP, the late Daniel Mona, have appealed to the government as well as the district administration to come clear regarding the late member's funeral arrangements. This comes as the family claims they are not aware of any plans to bring the member's body back from the Philippines, where Mr. Mona died while seeking medical treatment.
The office of the member for Goila to come out clear and tell his people and tell the people of Papua New Guinea why or how the member has passed on. We have waited and nothing has come of it. It looks like they have overlooked or demeaned him as a member of a district or a member of some people representing his people's voice on the floor of Parliament. And if they have any program to receive his body, we want that body to also be received by his own people.
A medical consultant based at the Port Moresby General Hospital has been brutally murdered. The deceased, identified as Dr. Joe Kumbu, was murdered at NCC Valley in Port Moresby on Saturday. His family is now appealing to NCC residents to assist in police investigations.
Dr. Joe Kumbu worked as a pediatrician consultant at the Port Moresby General Hospital. He was found dead in the early hours of Saturday morning at the NCC Valley in Port Moresby. He was believed to have been hit by a heavy object and died instantly. His younger brother, Eko Yawip, who flew in from Lae after learning of his brother's brutal murder, is appealing to NCC residents to come forth with evidences that can assist police carry out their investigations.
Me appeal to citizens, the community law, NCC Valley, suppose people try to get information regarding killing law. Dr. Joe Kumbu, please, me ask you to come forward. Broko Police Station, looking for detective lab, please.
The deceased is from Gerepo village in Upper Warrior LLG in Bulolo, Morobe province. It is reported that he drove to NCC Valley to drop off a friend when he met his fate. This week, he is supposed to travel back to James Cook University in Australia to complete his Masters in Public Health and Business Administration.
Dr. Joe Kumbu, Dr. Nating, I'm consultant pediatrician, Lupom General. I'm a big player set the country. Lo losing kind of Saima no say me people lost the country. Also, I'm to be happy now, Lord citizens. Suppose people got any kind of information, me happy please people come forward on them all information people.
He is survived by 2 children and wife. Quinten Alomp, National EMTV News.
Over 200 local Papua New Guinean companies have been engaged with the 2015 Pacific Games to date. Chief Executive Officer of the Games Organising Committee, Peter Stewart, revealed this during the recent Port Moresby Chamber of Commerce and Industry breakfast. He said Games contracts that are yet to be awarded include those for medals, sports equipment, overlay items, venue maintenance services, sound systems, broadcast equipment, operational vehicles and venue catering. So far, 138 million kina in contracts have already been awarded. Coming up in Trukai Sports, a story on a weightlifter from the autonomous region of Bougainville. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Weightlifter Stalin Tetana is from the autonomous region of Bougainville. He has been training at the High Performance Centre in Port Moresby, vying for a spot in the 77-kilogram division for a chance to enter the PNG national team. Rafaela Kaure reports.
26-year-old Stalin Tetana is one of the raw talent weightlifters selected at the recent PNG Games in Lae. At the moment, he's undergoing training at the High Performance Training Centre in Port Moresby. His talent and ability to lift was recognized since the 2012 PNG Games in East New Britain. Recently, he competed at the trials. We caught up with Tetana at Hanuabada, where he resides with the Iwala family while training. In an interview with the EMTV Sports, he joined weightlifting as a remedy after being addicted to drug and alcohol.
When something straight been making me like joining weightlifting, or something like changing like an attitude or passion lo me. Time even stop nothing lo pleasure me man lo drink. Me one man lo smoke drug so. Time me looking also now me lo think one can waste it but can make him like can busy now but me lose something so. And then me making decision now me go na me join him this like game. So once me go train, me even come attending our place PNG Games been all about. And then time me looking also me been up win. And then me get up me go back to place na me think is me also me must train. And then me must train no target na lo losing this level me been stop lang na tram go anta.
Back at his homeland in Bougainville, he trains with the Halia Weightlifting Club under the watchful eye of Coach Michael Machi. He's grateful as one of the selected players out of the many others to train outside of the autonomous region. He encourages youths and other New Guinea islanders to train hard and join him.
Acknowledge him all, that's all. So me like almost train hard. And then almost train base long also, all I can pick him all. And then all I come and tap, now come stop, no have no stop long.
In the last competition, he competed in his respective weight category, 77 kg. He snatched 90 kilograms and in the clean and jerk, 110 kilograms. He aims for a new target to represent PNG in the Pacific Games. Rafaela Kaure, National EMTV Sports.
3 students from grades 9 and 11 will be taking part in the Pacific Games for the first time, representing their school, family and country. They say taking part in an internationally recognized event is a blessing and a dream come true. Godwin Eki reports.
Rosemary Tona, Doris David Doria and Rehab Loy have gained much needed support through their Korean masters and lessons learned at school and are already eyeing gold at the Pacific Games. They all said one thing. They said representing their country and making their family proud will mean a lot to them. The 3 girls will all be fighting in their respective categories and are already preparing for the Pacific Games.
Looking forward for the Pacific Games, and I just want to thank the masters from Korea. They trained us really hard, and also Mr. Edward Kasman for the national team coming here training together as our team to represent PNG.
I'm looking forward for the Pacific Games. I'm looking forward to make a gold medal for my country, and it's like a dream to me. I just want to win a gold medal. Yeah.
I am looking forward to this game, and I will try my very best, even though the trainings are really hard, but I think I'm going to make it.
The trio have a strong support from their taekwondo masters, school and their families as they go through their training programs in preparations for the games. Sister Florentina is proud of the three girls and she says the school will be with them all the way through.
We have got 3 national players already to go for the gold for these 2015 games in July.
The main focus for the girls now is training as they prepare for one of the biggest events that they will become part of for the first time and something they will talk about in years to come. Godwin Eki, National MTV Sports.
The National Amur women's volleyball team played a trial match against Primus, the 2014 champions of the Filipino Volleyball Association. The game went down to the wire as both teams contested in a close encounter, with Primus testing Team Amur's strength.
The National Women's Volleyball team, as part of their preparation for the 2015 Pacific Games, played a trial match against the mixed men's team from the Filipino Volleyball Association. The Amur women's team played a hard-fought match, losing the first set to the Filipino men 18 points to 25. But the girls came back strong in the second set, making use of every opportunity and took the set easily, 25 points to 15. The Filipino men regrouped and capitalized on the Amur women's errors and took advantage, winning the third set 25 points to 20. However, the PNG girls strengthened their defense in the fourth set, with young Pepetua Awadu blocking well at the net, giving them the edge to win in a nail-biter 26 points to 24. Coach Michael Unata was thrilled with the team's performance and praised the efforts of the younger players coming through. With the final squad to be announced shortly, he believes the team will be boosted, with the young contenders combining well with senior members of the team. Team manager Bala Babaga said there are many potential players and it is exciting to see the team progress. With players vying for a place to be announced in the final squad, many of the younger players are hopeful to represent PNG at the Port Moresby Games. Dion Kombang, National MTV Sports.
The Port Moresby-based Filipino Volleyball Association will start its season in early March. Some of the teams have been in training over the weekend. The competition consists of 6 teams for both men and women and is in its 7th year.
The Filipino Association in Papua New Guinea has a volleyball competition that runs every weekend. This weekend showed some of the teams hard at training. The competition consists of 6 teams for both men and women. This season will officially kick off in March with exciting matches.